Apple says the iPhone Air is the thinnest, most efficient iPhone ever made.
Power efficient for battery size. Great battery life, maximize battery space. All day battery life to help you make it through the day. All day battery life in our thinnest iPhone ever.
And Samsung didn't say anything actually. They just went mental and pumped out this Edge way before the Apple dropped theirs. So I took both of these phones on a 7-day trip across Europe with my wife. No Wi-Fi, no midday charges, and a ton of filming to find out if these thin-ass phones even work out in the wild. This is the iPhone Air vs S25 Edge legit real-world test. But before we jump to our Europe vlog, let's have a look at real behind-the-scenes footage at Samsung and Apple HQ. Hey, I heard Apple is making a thin-ass phone. Okay, well, that's gonna suck. No, we must be first. But then what about the battery life and cameras? Make it 2 camera, titanium, and a vapor change bar, and make it SIM card, and IP68. Okay, so we designed the phone in just about 24 hours. Have a look. Oh, good job. The iPhone mini flopped, and then the Plus flopped, but I have an idea. Let's make a super duper thin phone and sell it to the rich and dumb people. All right, like how thin? I don't know, like 5.6 millimeters, something like that. How much battery can I put in that? So according to the science, about 3,700 milliamp hours. Make it 3,100 milliamp hours, all right? Why would you do that? Because then we can sell them a battery pack for $100, mate. Okay, cool. So if we're gonna charge $1,000, we're gonna put in like 2 cameras, right? 2 cameras. You think I got money coming out of my ass, mate? Make it 1 camera, all right? And tell the marketing team to make it look like there's 2 cameras. Trust me it's gonna sell. Even though it looks like I'm bashing the crap out of the Air, if you've seen my previous video, this is my favorite iPhone. In fact, it's my favorite slab phone. And prior to this, my favorite slab phone was actually this guy. On paper, the iPhone Air has 2 glaring problems. The first one being the smaller battery, and the second one being this single camera. There's no better way to test their battery life than to actually travel with them. And before we leave, dude, almost forgot this. Frick. This mouthed snap-filled wallet might actually be the world's best travel wallet. Best thing about this thing, like if you open up the wallet, it actually has a slot for your SIM card and a SIM pin thing. Like this is built in. How freaking cool is that? So on this trip, I'm gonna have my cards, some cash, even my SIM card in here. It holds way more than other MagSafe wallets, by the way, but it's actually slimmer than normal travel wallets. If I need a card, I just pull this tab and it fans them all out. I'll talk about more on these guys actually on the trip. Anyway, let's go. My dad came to drop us off at the airport and I showed him the iPhone Air to see how the target market would react. What do you think of this? This is an iPhone.
Satina.
Yeah, this is made for you, just you. Just hold it. What do you think?
Beautiful. How much are you giving me this one?
It felt incredible carrying these 2 thin and light phones only, even though I had 6 phones in the bag. We got to the airport and we took our first selfie on the new front-facing camera.
Not bad!
It was almost wide enough to replace the Z Flip 7.
Nah, I still like this.
Yeah. Flip 7 stays relevant.
Went through security, and the first thing we did was video call our fat babies. This mouthed wallet also works as a phone stand. We set it sideways to watch videos while waiting for our plane. Fact that my wallet does this makes every other travel wallet useless. It's made from vegan leather and comes in heaps of colors too. I'll leave a link to the mouthed snap-filled wallet in the description. And for me, this is now my go-to travel wallet and stand in one. We then landed in Dubai for a 4-hour layover, and I immediately got a low power warning on the iPhone Air. The Air had 10%, whilst the S25 Edge had about 27% left. This is literally after 24 hours of use. My iPhone Air got down to 5%. All day battery, it is all day. I literally used it till the second day morning, so yeah. We then caught another plane to Germany. We finally landed and were greeted by Xiaomi, who invited us to their launch event. I had no shame filming this vlog on an iPhone 17 Pro, by the way. I noticed the moment I didn't have to do a battery test, I would 9 times out of 10 reach for the iPhone Air, whether it's messaging people, checking flights, or just doing social media. The iPhone Air just feels like the perfect size and form for comfort. We then got to the hotel and I did a quick Apple Watch Ultra versus Galaxy Watch Ultra battery test. Apple Watch is on 34%, 66%. Then I did an anti-glare screen test.
Pixel 10 Pro, garbage. iPhone 17 Pro, kinda garbage, but much better than this crap. Edge, with the anti-reflective screen protector, which is about the same as the S25 Ultra.
All right, so I put that exact clip up on X, and people were like, the Pixel has a screen protector on it, you nut job. To be fair, I didn't know, but yes, it does have a screen protector on it, which makes that test pointless. Okay, now I'm gonna take the screen protector off for you knob jobs complaining, risking the crap out of my screen. All right? Oh, look how reflective it is. Woo-hoo-hoo. Just eyeballing it, still sucks, but anyway, let's go check. Bro, the screen protector actually does a better job than the S25 Ultra. Did you know that? Because I didn't. I just found out now. But anyway, S25 Ultra, Edge, iPhone, Pixel. Can you see how it becomes more ass as you go left? And then more ass. You know what? Let's put it the other way around. Okay, so this is the Edge, S25 Ultra, iPhone. It looked like the ass. Whilst I got you guys here, let's address the single speaker. Now, it personally doesn't bother me because the only time I actually genuinely used the speaker was at the airport when I called my fat babies. So for the sake of testing, I did listen to some videos. Once you have it in landscape mode, it feels chat because it actually feels like you're deaf in one ear.
One of these in the bin. Literally.
Can't deal. That's insane. Like that one ear. Let's play the same video.
It's because I am not normal. The iPhone 17 Pro and Air have a very distinct target market.
Holy moly, dude, the sound difference is huge.
Reason is because I am not normal. The iPhone 17 Pro and Air have...
Oh. Apple, you screwed that up. Back to the vlog. So I finished the shower and like they've got this cool technology where it like does the fog, but I'm so short, I gotta like tiptoe to see my head. Bro. These bloody tall ass Germans. Good morning, Germany. I did wake up at 4 a.m. I thought today might be a good day to do a kind of day in the life battery test because we're gonna go out, we're gonna be, we're starting here at the hotel with Wi-Fi on these phones, and then we're gonna go out on 5G and we're gonna do like a tour, we're gonna take photos, we're gonna have a lot of food, we're gonna drink some beer. So I thought today might be a fun day to take both of these guys out. They're both on a eSIM, and yeah, let's just see what happens. Now, so far, action button just for the screen on time. Bro, how cool is that? 38 minutes of screen on time. We're at 94% on the iPhone Air, and on the S25 Edge, I've done 40 minutes and we're at 91%. Since our brain was in Aussie time, we woke up at 4 a.m. and waited till the hotel restaurant opened for breakfast. So my wife was complaining that I was gonna bring 6,000 phones, yeah? She just suddenly, casually just went, do you have the Pixel 10 Pro? Ain't she lucky? Ain't she lucky? Watch.
Okay.
Cool?
Okay, cool.
Technology, eh?
Yeah.
Technology. After breakfast, we roamed around the city using Google Maps and also taking photos. Oh, what a composition right there. Bam. And let's do an ultra wide shot. Oh, I can't. We checked out some cute shops, cafes, and then jumped onto a retro bus to do a tour with a bunch of other content creators. This is where I really fell in love with the much better selfie camera on the iPhone Air. Then we visited a few other places, and after taking 6,000 photos, wife and I explored the old town in Munchen. Then we checked out a huge brewery that produces a crap ton of beer for Oktoberfest. So far, these two phones are going hard whilst on cellular and not on Wi-Fi. Then we finished off the night by attending a media pre-launch event, and we got to drink beer straight out of a keg for the first time. We then got back to the hotel around 7 something. It is currently 7:38 p.m. over here, and we're looking at 21% on the iPhone Air, and I used it like a machine. S25 Edge has 24%. They're about equal. Battery isn't the problem. It's the camera. If you are traveling, especially with this iPhone Air, it totally sucks balls. Battery is one thing, but also not having a SIM card tray actually screwed me over. When we went to Dubai, they gave us SIM cards. And now on that SIM card thing, it did say that eSIM was on there as well, but no matter how many times I scanned the QR code, it just wouldn't work. Bro, this is so annoying for the life of me. My iPhone Air does not have a physical SIM, and luckily there is a eSIM QR code, but I've scanned it 17 times and it's just not working. My wife just chucked it into a 17 Pro and it's working. Put it into this Edge that has a SIM slot, whilst having a bigger battery. This could be a hot take, but I genuinely think Apple's engineering team isn't as good as they make themselves out to be. Like, why does the iPhone need to be this thick and this heavy with a battery size much smaller than all of the Chinese phones and even Samsung phones? Like, take the Galaxy Edge, for example. They fit a SIM card tray in there. They put 2 speakers in there. It's got a 3,900 milliamp hour battery in there. It's got a vapor chamber in there. It's got 2 cameras in there. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's lighter by 1 gram, but it's lighter with a bigger screen. Even though the S25 Edge has better specs on paper, this main sensor is much better than this main sensor. First of all, it's 200 megapixels, so you can actually crop in like a machine and still get pretty clear pictures. So the iPhone Air doesn't inherit the 17 Pro sensor, unfortunately. It inherits the iPhone 17 sensor, which is the same as the 16. Even though the S25 Edge has an edge over the Air, in reality though, when I took these photos side by side, I preferred the iPhone Air photos pretty much 10 times out of 10. I felt like the dynamic range was better on the iPhone Air. The colors were better on the iPhone Air. Yeah, so despite the lack of hardware, the post-processing that Apple has done with this iPhone Air is solid. In fact, in my previous video, I compared the iPhone Air with the 17 Pro. I had to look at the metadata when I was like editing that video because I had to show which one was the iPhone Air and which one was the iPhone 17 Pro, right? I actually had to look at the metadata because I could not tell. Bang, a camera, but you can't get around having 1 camera. I don't care what Apple said, Fusion camera is a 2-in-1. Bro, Apple's saying that the 17 Pro has 8 cameras. Are you guys dumb? Now, some people are watching this video because they've bought one of these and they want to see what other influencers are saying. And some people are watching this video because they're just like, why the frick should I pay literally more money than the base iPhone 17, for example, and get less? And they're just watching this to be like, how dumb does this guy have to be? Let me explain. Why does this exist? And why are people paying more for less? Whether you're using these phones in bed or in the morning whilst having a coffee, I'd rather do it on one of these two. After using these phones for the first 4 hours or so, there is this intense appreciation for the engineering behind these devices you feel as the user. This is the exact reason why I've kept the 13 mini around till now. But I have a feeling the magic and appreciation will wear off in due time, and the resale is also probably going to tank. But I can't shake off how every normal phone now feels like a Chongasaurus in comparison.
Alright humans, 5:45 a.m. The iPhone Air, as of the first 4 days we've been here, has never died. Never. It got close, maybe 14%, something like that. And I was always on, 5G, 4G. But I have a sneaky suspicion. The reason is because I was comparing it to the S25 Edge. So I had two phones. So it's not really a test of all-day battery life, right? Because I'm splitting the load. So if I was going to be on X for 10 minutes, I'll be on 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Do you know what I mean? So it kind of halves the phone usage. So what I thought was, I'm actually not going to use the S25 at all today and just use this for everything. Look at that German run. Anyway, we went absolutely crazy and we found our train right there.
It wasn't until we got to Switzerland where I realized this single camera was going to hurt.
Yeah, we're in Lucerne. Let's go. Oh my goodness, stuff the phone review. Stuff it. I'm just gonna freaking film a vlog.
We dropped off our luggage at a bounce near the station.
We're free, we have no bags.
We bought 2 burgers for a whopping $90. To reflect the price, we decided to eat in front of this insane view. Then we roamed around in one of the most beautiful towns I've ever seen.
Why doesn't Bankstown look like this, honey?
I felt the lack of cameras when I tried getting some gangster shots of these girls singing in the street. I took one photo on the air, but then I whipped out my Xiaomi 15 Ultra to get a few more shots without putting the camera in their face. Then we walked around town and had a $30 hot chocolate by the lake.
This battery is kind of not all day if you go out, okay? It's 3 o'clock. I can probably definitely kill it. Taking photos again. We can't get enough of this place. We just cannot get enough of this place. We started the day at about 5 a.m. on this guy, so posting on social media. What else did I do? I took photos, I took videos, and Google Maps, and yeah, it's 28%.
We then got on a boat to Vegas, which is where we were staying. Guys, the footage you're seeing right now does not do it justice. Switzerland is the most beautiful place we've ever seen. And just walking to our hotel, the view was insane. Since we had this culture shock of seeing the $90 burger, we decided to cook every night.
What are you doing?
We're suddenly gone poor as soon as we had to pay for the food. We're refrying chips that we had, leftover chips. It's not even new chips.
This is what we ate in Germany when it was all paid for. And this is what we ate when we had to pay for it. $12 컵라면 and leftover chips. Now, how did the phone hold up when I didn't use a second phone?
It's 5:44 p.m, so it's a total of 12 hours so far. 13%. All day battery, not when you're traveling. 100% not when you're traveling. So yeah, 13%. I'm gonna have to chuck it on the charger.
It was sad to realize that the iPhone Air on its own wasn't able to get through any more than 12 hours on a hardcore travel day. But is anyone actually surprised? I know for a fact if you do mix in Wi-Fi at home, then it's definitely an all-day battery. This trip with wife was an unforgettable journey. We took a train up to the mountains and got an awesome view of the thick-ass fog. Then we rented some e-scooters to just go wild. And found this super hidden cafe deep within some farmland. The very next day, we caught a train back to Germany and we spent a night in one of the oldest towns called Freising. And boy, Did it look like we were in some animation motion picture? I found this awesome cafe 10 steps away from our home, and wife had this stupid idea. Okay, so we're trying to do an impossible admin shot with the Pixel 10 Pro, where we're holding hands when we're not really holding hands, obviously. So let's just see how this goes. This was wife's idea, by the way. She thinks this is possible. Let's see. Dankela. So stupid.
바로 거기야. 예, 해보자.
If this works, bro, there's no way. There's no way. We freaking did it! Oh my gosh, this is insane! This is genuinely not a gimmick. I'm waiting for an Uber. I pull up. Boom! 4 minutes right there. I can be on Twitter. I can be doing whatever. And I know there's 4 minutes left. And if I lock it, check that out, you noob jobs. Right? You see that, mate? You see that? And this is the always on display. So I could just have it on the freaking chair and be like, yo, how many minutes left? Oh, 4 minutes. Do you know what I'm saying? Can you do that with your S25 Edge? You can't. So there are actual benefits of iOS. I'm just telling you. And it's all got to do with app optimization. It is better optimized. The very next day we had a layover in Dubai, but due to the police raid at the airport, we got to stay overnight in Dubai. What an incredible trip this was, mainly because we didn't have kids on this trip. It felt like we did our 10-year anniversary we wanted to do but couldn't because it was too expensive. Thank you to everyone supporting us on this journey. We made it here because of you commenting, subscribing, and liking our videos. Thanks again, guys. Baby, come here! Mate, why did the iPhone only sell 2% of the lineup? Maybe because if you pay $200 more, you can get an iPhone 17 Pro, which is a much better phone. Or pay $200 less and get the iPhone 17 base, which is a better phone. All right, so the mini flops, the plus flops, and now the air flops. Do you know anything about foldables?